Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mage,
And this is Mog.
and we're going to be bringing you another anonymous free-for-all. So, once again, we have no idea who these players are. This is a PlayFreeForAll.net sponsored game with a completely anonymous ladder. So, in the top left, we have Purple, who is playing Undead. Top right, we have Pink, who's playing Orc. Bottom right, we have Teal, or I don't know if I can call him bottom right, but the first bottom right is Teal, who's playing Undead. Below that, we have Yellow, also playing Undead, so we got 3 Undeads already. Gray is playing Orc to bring the tally up to 2 there, and then we've got Light Blue playing Night Elf.
Right. Right off the bat, I'm voting for yellow because that's the color I play when I try to play. Even though he's undead. Yeah. Alright. Kind of nice positions. I think the top two definitely have the best advantage here, of course, but it's a bot game, so we'll see if that plays into it or not.
Sorry, I'm typing to Good Beast right now, who got himself banned from FFL and is trying to appeal it.
Yeah, I was trying to talk to cover up the
Yeah.
loud typing, but I'm
Sorry about
sure
that.
most people can't hear anyways. Because your typing is really loud.
Yep, so I'm just going to go ahead and say one more thing, and then I'll be done, and we'll get to actually shoutcasting. I apologize for the unprofessionalism right now.
Is Ugri player 9 or you? No,
I'm not lagging.
Okay, cool.
So you would hear it.
What's the link to the stream? I don't even know it.
It's twitch.tv/freeforallmastersleague.
I'll let you type it since you're typing anyways. You must be mad if you're live.
Okay, so it looks like Dreadlord for Teal is one of... who's player 9?
It has to be Ugri, right?
I guess. I don't know if he's in the game, actually.
Oh. Maybe it's just some random person. Why is the game ruined? Because an observer is lagging. He's just gonna get dropped. Calm down there, Light Blue. Calm down.
Alright, so Teal, who's not to be confused with Light Blue, does open up with a Dreadlord, so a little interesting there. It looks like Yellow is going for the Death Knight. Pretty standard there. Farseer for Gray, which is not a terrible choice, but usually is not a great choice either. Demon Hunter for Light Blue. And then the Death Knight for Purple. Oh, and we've got a Blade Master for Pink. So little unstandard, or not so standard openings. And player 9, who is the observer, left the game. So hopefully we'll get rid of the lag going on.
2500 ping.
I was going to say, I mean, that could cause some slight connection issues. I'm not an expert on this, but you never know. You're welcome to actually reply to Good Beast if you would like to. I'm done with that. It does look like we have a Fiend opening, and Yellow does pick up the Death Knight as well. So that's great. And here we go. We do have a quick creep opening for Gray. It'll be interesting to see if Gray gets Farsight as his second, or if Gray picks up Chain Lightning as second, because Farseer, really his best ability is the fact that he can basically have map hack later on, which is really valuable in free-for-all, obviously, and that could be a huge advantage on his part. We do see a Ghoul opening with the Death Knight for Purple, a little bit of an odd one, but he obviously is putting up his graveyard now, so we'll probably transition into getting Fiends. Does look like this Grunt is getting a little bit low for Pink, but does micro it back out of the way there, and should have an easy creep job with that Blade Master. And Teal, interestingly enough, not creeping yet, just has a Dreadlord chilling out there, so not sure what his plan exactly is. But so far, pretty standard creeps going on. Death Knight does pick up the easy pink there. The easy green. Mog is the one that's colorblind, not me.
Yeah, and
and even he's not that badly colorblind.
yeah, the gray, teal, and light blue are like really similar, and pink too. But thankfully, he's on the other side of the map. Pretty much any. I don't know. I can't even believe I said those 4 colors and like how different they are, but I still can't really see them. So
yeah. So we do have tech going on for Gray, Light Blue, pink, and okay, so those are the only three. Teal, yellow, and purple. All undeads, ironically enough, have not started their tech yet, which is kind of a problem if you're undead, because you do rely on getting up to tier 2 quicker so you can get your Lich out. I mean, DK Lich is such a big portion of Good Beast wants to open up a poll to see if he can get himself unbanned. That's
which is like the worst idea ever, because everyone's going to vote for him to be banned.
And it does look like we are going to see the Demon Hunter fall to the Farseer, who did pick up Chain Lightning as his second ability. So hopefully he will... Oh, so Ugri is in the game, actually, it looks like. Interesting enough.
He must be, let's see, which undead is he?
So we can guess the Ugri.
I bet he's yellow. No. Yeah, he's yellow.
I was going to say, I don't think he is teal. We can probably...
I know he's not teal, but he might be purple, but I don't usually see him go...
Purple's off to a pretty strong start. He might be playing something different, but I actually like the start so far for purple, so that's a possibility.
Yeah.
He could be playing a completely different race as well. I mean, that is kind of the nice thing about Anonymous, is if you have like a very stylized play style, then you can fool pretty much everybody by masking it and doing something else. So I'm not actually going to guess who Ugri is, but I will guess that whoever wins the game is Ugri. We'll go with that.
Wow. Okay, well, I think he's yellow, so...
Alright, well, I'll take purple just to be contradictory.
I'm not as political as you.
Dude, I work in politics. I have to be political. Although, if you lose... Okay, I was going to say, if the Death Knight dies, I'm taking that back. But it does look like purple will successfully creep that, and it'll be interesting if he went for a double expo here. It does not appear that he will.
Blade Master's totally going to kill him.
I don't know.
Blade
Master's going to be in the wrong area, I think.
Windwalk! He's going to go put a ward in the center, and that's where purple's going to be.
Maybe.
I can see into the future. This is what's going to happen.
You've got a future hack going on?
He didn't put the... Oh, there he is. Okay.
So that is a good job putting that ward there. I like that play quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it does
pink
look
is pretty decent. But, I mean, he's getting the right structures.
Mm-hmm. I say Shadow Hunter second for both gray and pink, so good moves on their part there. I prefer to see the Torn Chieftain second. I mean, the Shadow Hunter's a little too solo for my taste, but it's not a critical bad move or anything. Purple is
YOLO.
Purple is having a nice job creeping here, but he is still getting way behind on the tech. I mean, he's going to get that expansion up, and he will get a nice economic, there we go, I can speak words, economic advantage from that, but he's going to hit level 5 on that Blade Master pretty much, and not have any experience on his other two heroes, which is going to make them very easy to nuke down, unfortunately. At least that's my guess on how that will play out. Interesting build here by Light Blue. He is building very much towards the edges right now.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I don't like that at all.
No, I'm not a huge fan.
It's okay if he's...
Ooh, hold on a second. We're going to have this Blade Master. Ooh, bad choice to go for. The Ghoul there does pick it up, and he will not manage to grab it from the DK. But Farsi, you're going to be forced to TP out here with all these grunts from Pink. Pink went pretty heavy on them, it looks like.
Yeah.
But now
I can't tell the difference.
Pink is the one that's still there.
He's
Player
got
11. Yeah. And he's going to try and take down these... Nope, he's going to back off there. I was going to say, that'd be bold if he tries to take down those creeps so easily, but... Does not look like he's going to do that. Just wants to heal up instead. And little pressure from player 8, who is light blue, for your information, on Gray, who is player 10. Going to go ahead and try and harass that expansion, but will back off because that tower is super frightening. Not going to be able to knock down the Great Hall either, I don't think. And Gray going to come in here and probably be able to take this fight. Farseer not going to do too much damage against this makeup of units right now, though, with two of the Dryads in play. And Dryad should be able to dispel those pretty easily, you'd think, but maybe not.
Might not have dispel. There he goes.
Yeah,
Wait,
didn't use it on... Used it on his Demon Hunter, so... Light Blue going to be the first one knocked out of this game is my prediction.
No, I think teal.
Really?
Yeah, Ugri's going to knock him out. I mean, yellow's going to knock him out.
The assumption of it being Ugri?
Yeah. Although, I don't know. No, it is. It is Ugri.
Teal's doing a pretty nice job, actually, creeping up this Dreadlord. I mean, his disadvantage right now is going to be... Still doesn't have his Death Knight on the way out yet.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of ghouls.
You know, they're meant to be sacrificed.
And look at his base.
Yeah, that is a pretty weak base with only 40 food at the moment.
Yeah. But, that Dreadlord... gonna be level 5 pretty soon.
It is. And
Claws plus 15.
nice job here by Gray, not pressing his advantage and just trying to draw him back into the towers. If you've got towers, you might as well do that. And Yellow here with a very nice setup. I like the way you put up the Spirit Tower, Nerubian Tower, and the Graveyard for some extra damage, and you prevent yourself from having to use wood on it. We do see Light Blue continuing to pressure Gray here, and something that may or may not be in his best interest at the moment. We do have a free expansion for Light Blue if he decided to go get it, but it does not look like he is at the moment. And he's at 51 as well, so that's not helping him out, doing him any favors. Pink here has a chance to do some serious damage, but it doesn't look like he is at the moment managing to, since he has pretty much a purely melee army that is being completely slowed down by Frost Armor. He is at least keeping them out of any critical range, though, should he get creep jacked.
The creeping's pretty bad. He should dispel. Oh, they're not upgraded, never mind.
Yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't have that yet. He's just got Link, I believe.
Really but exposed from Pink and Light Blue.
Yeah,
getting a little worried for him.
Pink's biggest problem right now is the fact that he does not have an expansion. He is, assuming he doesn't get himself creep jacked, though, he should get a nice item out of this and have pretty good levels on all of his heroes. I mean, he should hit 3 on the Shadow Hunter and 4 on the Blade Master. I am worried, though. Yep, it does look like we may see player 8, who is Light Blue, come in and jack, and he should manage to at least get the Dark Wizard down, though, and we'll see what item pops out of there. We got a Potion Greater Healing. Not very helpful, but did he grab that Crown of Kings plus 5 as well? Okay, so that is very helpful on the other hand. And he's actually in good position to probably be able to take player 8 down. I mean, he's got the mana, or the Fountain Control right now. His Shadow Hunter is just spamming heal, and not the greatest army in the world from player 8 at the moment. That Demon Hunter is still very low at this point. And the Kodo is going to help out tremendously. So player 6, who is... Oh, that's Good Beast. Okay. Observer just got out of here. And we do see that Demon Hunter go down to the Blade Master, so Mikasa says, "This is my house, not yours."
And with the Crown of Kings, he is certainly...
Nobody is going to deny him that one.
Yeah. So, we do have a good creeping going on right now by the Orc player. This is a good creep to take.
Orc
you always want to get the reds, on this map. They have such good items.
And they're not hard to take down.
Can I point out something? Purple went Crypt Lord second. It's kind of interesting.
You know? Maybe Warpex misclicked on Death Knight first.
But he's getting 5 crypts, so... and, I mean, he kind of looks like he knows what he's doing, so...
Maybe. He's sitting at 53, though. That's not the best thing ever.
I didn't see that.
But does have 2 expansions up, so that's certainly an advantage over the other players. And what item did... Scroll of Resurrection, so talk about a shitty item to drop.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. Purple dropped down to 49. That's
okay.
Good.
So, I was going to say, it looks like he does have some idea of what's going on. And still not outside the realm of possibility that could be Ugri.
True.
Ugri messing around, you never know.
Yeah, I still think it's more likely that Ugri's yellow.
Yeah, probably true, but...
But it could be. I'll give you that. Anyways.
So let's go around the map. We'll start in the top left with Purple since we're talking about him. He's got 1,500 and 1,200. Certainly in decent shape. He's well behind on Black Citadel from where he'd like to be, but it doesn't look like it's going to cost him too terribly. Pink sitting pretty at 50, but way low on gold and wood especially. He's at 750, 200. Not what you want to be if you're an orc. You definitely want to have a lot more wood so you can pump out those bats if need be. Teal, player 4, finally going to go ahead and get that last Ziggurat up because he is stuck at 39 out of 40 food at the moment. Safe to say he is not going to be much of a threat, I don't believe. Yellow, little low on wood, sitting at 1,600 and 120. It looks like he only has 1 ghoul going at the moment. I'm trying to see if he has any others on the map. Oh, he's got some in the bottom right. So 4 ghouls, he should recover wood pretty nicely. He's in good shape. He's got Black Citadel up and almost at the 2k marker. Heroes, he does pick up a Crypt Lord for his 3rd hero, and problem could be that Lich is still only halfway to level 2 while the Death Knight is level 4 already. Not what you want to be, ideally. We see the Torn Chieftain coming out third for Gray. He's looking really good, except for the fact that he is at 60. You'd think he'd jump up to 80 or go back down to 50. But using Farseer to pretty good ability so far. Does not have a Scroll of Town Portal, though, which could come back to bite him in the ass. And we've got a little fight going on here between Yellow and Teal, it does look like. Yellow trying to creep that, and Teal interrupting him a little bit, but Yellow will back off to just maintain, finish off that creep. And then we've got Light Blue, who's probably the weakest in the game at this point. 130 food. 130
food.
gold. Even lower than that now. And decent wood, but not upgraded, and just really not a threat at the moment. So he most likely is going to be not a factor within here. And it does look like Purple going ahead and getting up to 80, I believe.
If you beat with Dagger, that's a great item. If you use it. Some players don't use it.
Yeah. I was saying, don't think you really want it on the Death Knight. Could be an interesting item to have on the Crypt Lord, though.
Yeah, with them pale out of nowhere. Also, Pink, I really was kind of liking his position, and then he switched his Crown of Kings onto a Shadow Hunter. So now I've lost all faith in him. Plus, he has the what's it called when you move in a group?
Attack formation.
Yeah, which you should just never have that.
Where is his Blade Master at the moment? Oh, it's harassing Yellow. So he does have level 5 Blade Master, and he has made the good choice to go ahead and split that off. I mean, a lot of players will suck experience out with their heroes. He's going to lose his... Oh, Bat Rider does stay alive here. So he's going to have level 5 Shadow Hunter. He has not yet gone for the Torn Chieftain, I don't believe, which should be his next hero, obviously. Legion Doomhoom, a very nice... or Horn, sorry. Legion Doom Horn.
I wasn't
I
going
don't
to say
know why,
anything.
but... I always want to go ahead and mispronounce that stuff, but nice unit to pick up there. And combined with the Torn Chieftain Aura, presuming he gets it, Kodo Beast, should be in good position here. And he's going to knock himself down to 50, so I like that move quite a bit. I think that's going to serve him well, though it will mean that he's most likely not going to grab a Torn Chieftain anytime in the immediate future. We do have a fight going on here between both Light Blue and Gray, and Teal and Yellow. We're going to focus on Teal and Yellow at the moment. I think that's going to be a little bit more interesting fight. We will check over, though, the one momentarily, depending on how this goes. But we have level 2 Lich, level 2 Crypt Lord, so Yellow in decent shape. It does look like a relatively easy fight for Gray. Force Light Blue to TP out. And Light Blue, still decent army, actually, in terms of food count, but he is locked at 70 food, getting up to 80 soon. I'm guessing Gray going to go ahead and continue to tome him. Gray is stepping up to breaking the food barrier there. Will be at 80. A little bit surprising at that. I think you could handle him at 50. But to each their own, and I do get caught with my pants down quite often. So
yeah, it's risky. I mean, if you have like 80 food chimps come or something, it's not going to happen. But
that's true. Or more importantly, if you had like Yellow hit you or something like that.
Yeah, especially since he has Fairy Fire on him also. You don't really want your opponent to see that you're sitting at 50 food
that
with
is
no towers.
So, looks like Purple went ahead and sold his dagger.
Okay, well, if he's not going to use it, I guess might as well sell it.
I suppose.
But he is up to 100 food, so...
He sold it at 100 food.
Oh, okay, well...
Which, you don't really like to see that.
I don't think Purple is Ugri. He has 10 Narubs defending his expansions. But we do have another fight coming up. Light Blue and Gray.
I said there we go. Pretty good abolish use by Light Blue here, but Gray still obviously very much in the driver's seat, despite being down 20 food on this. Torn Chieftain, though, could be a problem at the moment. I was going to say, that's actually relatively good use of Cyclone there, and the one saving grace at the moment for Light Blue is that the Chain Lightning not going to do all that much damage, just going to affect the dots. And actually, it does look like Gray's going to be forced to retreat momentarily at least. Or he should be retreating momentarily at least.
Light Blue had pretty good battle micro. I mean, I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, I was going to say, that went much better for Light Blue than I expected it to. And he should be able to go to the middle here and just heal everything up. Maybe
not. He might just try to take this expansion out. I would rather him heal, but...
Yeah. I was going to say, or you could even send in the single Chimera to do some harassment while you healed and try and pull him into a fight that way. At least he does have an expansion up now. He is still well behind everybody else in terms of his gold count, but better to have it than not.
Oh, yeah, okay. Teal. Not Teal.
Teal, Light Blue.
Yeah, Teal is also in bad shape, though.
Yes. Teal is going to be the first one out. You were correct about that.
Yeah, Ugri should tome him right here. I mean, gosh, I'm just gonna assume. I think Ugri.
I was gonna say you're gonna
Go
be embarrassed if
Ugri.
it isn't.
Tome him. I am gonna be embarrassed if it isn't. Ugri's gonna be like, no, I was the great orc. I was off racing. Damn it.
This would be a very good chance for Yellow to go ahead and throw down the sentry ward in the middle of the base, and then he could keep the shade a little bit closer to him to scout out for that Blade Master that's been harassing everywhere. Doesn't look like he's going to do that, but just something to keep in mind. Sentry wards in somebody else's base are very valuable, obviously.
Yeah. And purple's creeping with 100 supply of Gargs. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Light blue's going to go ahead and hit purple. Apparently got bored of hitting gray.
Yeah, not a good idea. You don't... This is something... I don't understand why people do. I really don't get it. If you're focusing someone all game, and you haven't finished them, or, I mean, you're pretty even, why are you going to go hit someone else and just piss two people off?
Yeah, especially at this point of the game. If it was a three-way, like, that's one thing, but when everybody's in the game, you're just pretty much instantaneously assuring that you're going to get yourself killed by somebody.
Yeah, and it's like, then you cry later, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting 1 versus 2.
Mm-hmm. That's not 1 versus 2, that's 1 versus 1 versus 1, and you just happen to piss them both off.
Anyways, rant over. Gray is going to come over and hit yellow.
You're done being a grumpy old man?
Yeah.
So this is probably, I think, the fight between the third best and first best player in this game, I would guess. I still think Pink is doing a nice job up here, and
I think Pink is, yeah.
I think Pink probably the second best player in the game at the moment, just off what we've seen. And unfortunately, both these fights going on at the same time, as always happens. But Purple might be able to take out Pink here. Pink not in good shape. Yeah. Pink came in, and obviously not good scouting here by Pink, going to lead to his downfall. Probably he's out of what it looks like. We're going to go back over here, and it looks like Gray taking down Yellow at the moment as well. Not sure if Teal got involved in that fight at all, or
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, Yellow had the Death Knight get hit down. I'm guessing he just got focused that way, but not positive. Shadowhunter can go ahead and fall for Pink, it looks like. Crown of Kings keeping alive for now.
But that Blade Master's really low.
Does Purple have any heroes alive at the moment? So it looks like Pink may have done a good job of taking him out, and we may see the power of Orc heroes here.
He's bringing ghouls. Wow.
This Blade Master looking very low. Ooh, just gets a little too cute on that. Unfortunately, he probably could have managed to take this fight himself if he had kept that Blade Master alive, but we could see a surround with ghouls on the Shadowhunter, and just Purple not reviving his heroes at the moment, it doesn't look like.
No, he was reviving his Crypt Lord.
Is he? Oh, he's got two going up. He's got both of them. Yep, yeah, Crypt Lord and Death Knight. Gotcha. Okay, so unfortunately, Purple going to waste a lot of gold and wood on taking out Pink if he is successful.
Pink's going to survive.
I think so too. These burrows doing a lot of damage to everything, and he's doing a nice job of just kiting his Shadowhunter around. Yeah. Bats coming in, killing off the gargoyles one by one. I mean, he'll manage to take out at least another 2, probably 3 with these upcoming bats. Does look like Yellow going to be able to take out Teal right now.
Oh.
Oof, this could be a problem. He's got to... There we go. He's untrapped now. Okay, I mean, Pink should be able to get his Shadowhunter out of the way.
The Taran should clean up the ghouls.
Yeah, so the ghouls
actually, he's attacking his own building. Oh my god.
I was going to say, he does have enough gold to go ahead and pick one up. He could be completely food capped soon, though, which would mean no more bats and a problem.
Yeah.
So why is that Tauren hitting his own building still?
It's a misclick. He hasn't realized it.
Okay.
He tried to
Purple finally going ahead and taking out the burrows, which were pretty much the biggest damage. And here we go. Light Blue going to go ahead and attack Purple. So Purple out of the game. Gray coming in, going to clean up against Purple's gargoyles and then completely take out Pink, it looks like. This is certainly a bit of a conundrum.
There's still the battle going on in the bottom right. It looks like Ugri's in good shape, though.
I can't wait for it not to be Ugri.
You're right. I should just start saying hello.
I'm really looking forward to Ugri saying, "What were you talking about, Mog?"
I mean, I think... I don't know. I'm going to shut up before I dig a bigger hole.
No, I like this. You should dig a bigger hole. And Blade Master being back out, this could be interesting if he manages to hit level 6 on that Blade Master. I mean, all these headhunters around, but Blade Master is going to go down, it looks like. And Pink going to stay alive for the moment.
Light Blue's going to come kill him.
That would be incredible.
Everyone is hitting pink. This is hilarious.
I was gonna say, poor Pink. He was playing pretty well, except he got caught off
This is
guard
like that
earlier.
position you never want to be in.
No, this is just one of those times you get shitty luck. I mean,
Yeah.
it's somewhat of his own making, but getting hit by 3 people in a row, that's not very helpful.
No, he leaves.
And usually an
Pink.
orc brings it on himself with harassing of the Blade Master, but Pink actually did a pretty nice job of not doing that. So,
He harassed like
Unfortunate.
Yellow, and Yellow didn't hit him.
yeah. I would say, since he did harass, he at least harassed the person that's like farthest away from him.
Yeah.
So yeah, Yellow going to be able to pretty easily finish off Teal here and be in a good position, I believe.
Yeah, he's getting some nice experience that he really needed.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's doing very well macro-wise. I mean, he's at 5k. Gray, the only person to really be
Light
the
Blue
same
is up
league.
there. He's got 3.3k.
Yeah, but his heroes just, they're not competing at the moment.
No.
And his play hasn't been, although he has been playing better than I originally thought he would.
Oh, he's 5 and 4. Does he have a third hero?
He does not. He's just gone for Demon Hunter, Priestess of the Moon.
Okay. Sorry, Blue.
And Gray going to go ahead and finish off Purple, it looks like. I really hope he retrains this Farseer to have Farsight soon, because that's just such a huge advantage.
Yeah. And
The Wolves are useless now.
Wolves are okay at level 3. You can harass Expos pretty effectively. I think it's a good choice to kill Purple, though.
As I said, the Wolves are pretty much useless right now.
Whatever.
Love you, Mog.
I'm kind of surprised that Light Blue is still in the game. And he's actually in an okay position.
Not only is he still in the game, he's still in a winnable position in the game.
Yeah.
Would not have guessed that early on.
Okay, we have a fight in the top left here. And it's actually a pretty good one.
So the positioning here for
Tarn Chief
Gray
is like
is awful.
stuck in the top left.
Torn Chieftain stuck back there. Farseer very low. Berserker's
Shadow
pretty good
Hunter.
at fighting against the Gargoyles with the setup he's got, the healing wards and back. He did a nice job on that. And Purple did get off the Scroll of Protection, which is huge in this fight. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Purple just can come down to he didn't have enough food coming into the fight. Not a whole lot he could do about that, but he's still going to get completely crushed here
Should
and may
kill
lose
his
the
Death
Death
Knight.
Knight. Yep,
Yeah.
there goes the Death Knight. The one advantage of not having the Blade Master is that you do get to use your Hex to the fullest extent, which is somewhat rare when you have a Blade Master and an Orb of Lightning. In comes the Crypt Lord, but a little bit too late. Let's see if we can get a surround off with the Berserkers.
he had it and he let it
As
go.
I said, not sure if that was a misclick, but doesn't really matter because it's going to die anyway. 2 Hex. Looks like
Yeah.
Teal is
Oh.
completely out of the game now, too.
Okay. Yeah, Purple and Teal are dead. And yeah, it really looks like
I was gonna say, so
Gray.
it leaves us. I think Gray is going to be double teamed by Light Blue
Yeah.
and Yellow just due to his position, pretty much. So
This is going to be tough.
that's gonna
this
be-
fight.
it's going to be tough, and they're both going to be weak. I think it's going to be a relatively easy win in the end for Yellow.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe they'll properly team Yellow down at the moment. I mean, are you in agreement with me right now that Yellow is the strongest player?
I think Yellow's the strongest player, but I don't think that they realize it because
I agree with that. Yeah.
they don't know his goal count like we do. Although, you know what? Actually, I think Gray has better heroes. His army composition is, Ground Orc doesn't look that scary, but with these heroes, it actually is pretty strong.
Yeah, but that Farseer at level 6. I mean, if it was a Blade Master, that'd be one thing. The Farseer
Right.
just doesn't scare me that much.
Right.
Which can work to your advantage. I mean, in a better match, it might be a reason not to get teamed because who's scared of Farseer? But the undead player is going to be able to just take that out really, really quickly.
It's really low. I think this is a really bad fight for Gray. I mean, his
This
positioning was really bad. It was all clumped up, so the chimps did full damage.
And he hasn't
With all
had a
their
healing ward
splash.
going off during the fight. He's got that stasis
Yeah.
trap back there, but that's obviously not going to do him a whole lot of help right now. And
Right.
players should be realizing now what a good position Yellow is in.
They should, but
I expect
Gray-
Light Blue is going to take out Gray.
yeah. And Gray has no expansions now.
And he's capped at 60 as well. Doesn't really have very much production either.
And yeah, he just left. Okay. Oh no, he didn't. Who left?
No, that was Teal that just left.
Oh, I thought you already left.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
Yellow
now
just had towers killing him.
I'm sure Yellow's, unless Yellow like randomly attacks Light Blue and pisses him off, then I think Yellow should have an easy win because Light Blue seems like he's just gonna go all out on Gray.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how much gold light blue has, to be honest. He
Yeah,
doesn't seem like he's been doing a very good job managing it, but he's got 5,000.
well,
And
and he
oof,
had
this could be the moment that actually pits them against each other.
yeah.
Let's see how Yellow handles this. I mean, if he had TP'd out originally, but he does have a solid army composition to face off. Demon Hunter is invulnerable. Level 6. Here we go. We've got Superman coming out to fight. And
Priestess
that...
of the Moon is
Yeah,
getting low.
Priestess needs to go into
No
hiding. Ken, no, does not. So it's going to be out of there. And Superman does have a TP there, but it is going to be Yellow that TP's out first. So we've got player 8 or Light Blue who lost about 10 food there. But did include losing his hero, and Yellow actually lost around 10 food as well, but managed to save all his heroes, so that was kind of the big difference there. But this could be a reason for Light Blue to actually hit Yellow now.
And this will be interesting to see what Gray does, because if Gray decides now that he's going to go for Light Blue,
It could bring Light Blue right back at him.
right? And I mean,
Actually,
I
Light
would
Blue
think
may be going for
Gray's-
Gray anyway.
No, I think
Back
he's
to
just
his
running
base?
for his base.
Okay.
Yeah. But it would be a good idea for did I say good?
You did, yes.
It'd be a good idea for Gray to expand cross map. Of course, he probably doesn't realize this, but he could probably take those expansions in the top right and not be touched.
Yeah.
Because I think the player's really scouting that well. Right now, he's just in the line of sight of Light Blue, and so he keeps getting hit by him. I still think Yellow's going to win.
I do too. I think Yellow's going to win pretty handily as well.
Yeah.
And he's got a pretty tough base here. He's also pulled his acolytes off of the mine and his natural. Nice move there. I like the way this is set up, although if he did have chimeras come in from the left, that would be problematic for him, to say the least.
Yeah.
But he's in good shape. I mean, he's getting 4 expansions at the moment. He's going to be doing very well gold-wise. He's not low on wood, and assuming that Light Blue and Gray continue to fight, really not going to be pretty for either one of those. Gray really needs to get some more production buildings. I mean, that's been a big problem for him, as he has not been able to replicate his army after it goes ahead and gets killed off.
You know, he doesn't really have the income to, I mean, he's only had that one expansion the whole game, and it keeps going down. So, he had enough production based on his income. That's kind of what you want to go for. You don't want to just, you don't want to be stuck with a lot of gold and not be able to produce an army. But you also don't want to produce so many production buildings that you can't build an army. Does that make sense?
Somewhat, but he has 1 bestiary and 2 barracks. I don't care, even if you don't have an expansion. You should be able to hoard at 50 and then be able to get up to 80 very quickly.
You should be able yeah.
And
he should have gotten at least 1 Tarn totem. Also, with his army composition, I feel like you need like 1 or 2 Tarns.
probably if you're going to be, especially if you're facing a Dryad-based army. It does look like this Torn Chieftain going to go down here. Level 6 on the Priestess, so there's something I haven't seen in a while, actually. And apparently he's going to go ahead and use it. You know, if you've got it, flaunt it, I guess.
I guess
And
so.
in comes Yellow. Yellow
Oh,
should be
boy.
able to clean up on everybody. There
This
is
should
no
be the end of the
staff,
game.
and
Yeah.
their TP does not go off for that Demon Hunter. Gonna go ahead and keep using Starfall, not run away on the Priestess of the Moon, so an interesting choice there.
Well, and he didn't impale the Priest of the Moon. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, that...
It doesn't matter, but
No. So I guess he was content to just kill everything else off while Starfall is being
Yeah.
ineffectual. But, I mean, the only choice now is Yellow going to go ahead and kill off Light Blue, or is Yellow going to go ahead and kill off Gray?
Light Blue.
Could
Gray's
take
already
them both
dead.
at the same time. Don't think it matters.
Yeah. But, I mean, Light Blue has the gold to rebuild, whereas Gray really doesn't, so... And I think Yellow knows, because he's scouted with the Shade.
I was going to say, yeah, Yellow's had pretty good idea of what's been going on. It does look like Gray's going to go ahead and get an expansion up in the top right, and above that we'll have Light Blue putting up an expansion. Not worth a whole lot, but they at least did get the idea, even if it was a little too late. And there we go. Does go ahead and get the Altar of Elders to stop producing its heroes, and Light Blue should probably just go ahead and call it a good game soon. Especially with Gray hitting his expansion.
Yeah, Gray's mad.
It's understandable, probably.
Yeah. And this should be the end of the game here. Yellow has 5 gold mines.
Yeah. I'm very comfortable in my pick for yellow to win.
I'm very comfortable in my pick for yellow to beat Ugri and to
That
win.
too. On the other hand, there are 4 chimeras coming out now, so if they could like speed up production and stop being
Out
slackers.
of 1 Chimmerist.
Exactly. As I said, stop being slackers.
Yeah, see, this is what you mean when you say they need more production buildings. I mean, he had 1 Chimmerist, 1 Ancient of Lore, and 1 Ancient of Wind.
Yeah, that's not very effective. Well, then, yellow here has 3 crypts, 2 temples of the damned, 2 boneyards, a slaughterhouse. Does he have anything else? Other places? No. But he could, even he, I think, could use another crypt, probably.
Yeah.
He got, I don't want to say lucky, but he did not have somebody where he needed a mass air army. But if you do face that, then being able to pump out gargoyles is rather important.
Right. Especially, well, I guess in this particular game, with Gray being ground orc, you don't really want gargoyles.
No.
And with the Night Elf not going a Chippo army.
Also, he actually has a very effective army for fighting the players that he has so far.
Yeah. And it looked like, well, I don't know. He might have wanted to go Wagon Mancer. I mean, I don't know why he has 2 Temple of the Damned.
I was thinking maybe Banshees for AMS and Curse.
Oh, yeah, maybe. So, Light Blue's not leaving. He's trying to rebuild in the top, middle. He's going with a standard army composition out of 1 Ancient of Wind and 1 Ancient of Lore.
That's not how you
Worked
roll?
so well the first time. And Gray's trying to get an expansion left.
I was going to say, poor Gray's going to have this expansion go down again.
Yeah, just went up.
Probably a good move to go ahead and just knock Gray out, though, since he does have the better heroes.
And he's a better player than Light Blue.
I'm curious who Gray is.
Let's play the guessing game.
It's not going to be anybody I know. It's some bot player, but...
I know. I
The
bet
Farseer
it's a
is
little
interesting.
frog.
You think he waited that long? I bet he got in one of the next games.
He might have gotten a next game. Maybe he won. No, he couldn't have because unless he was in that Raging Streams game.
That's what my guess would have been.
Most people avoid that map. I don't know. That's my guess. Okay, I'm sticking with it. You didn't even guess anyone, so
I don't know anyone.
you could just pick someone.
What
What are the orcs you know? It's Persuade.
Ebo?
It's Evo or Persuade.
Yeah, pretty much. And Persuade plays random, so...
It's... I can't even think of it's
YZ?
Chiron.
Why
is he?
Chiron does not know that the bot exists.
Yes, he does. He has his stream listed on the front page.
That's because Ugri found it.
Oh. I just assumed that all those people play on the bot.
Yeah. So Chiron doesn't play at all, I don't think. No, he doesn't play free-for-all at all, except for Farm League. Which, it kind of shows.
And it shows.
Not to be mean, but...
No, it does show. I didn't watch their game today, but well, I don't want to spoil it. Never mind.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
It wasn't a good result.
Well, it was for one certain player.
Yes, it was. Who we will not spoil.
No. I can't believe Lightweight didn't show up to it, though.
You just spoiled it. Thanks for ruining it for me. Gosh.
It says in the description, Lightweight is being subbed, you asshat.
I thought that was just on the spoiler tab.
No. Because the players, it says.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Shut up, I'm going to mute you.
Okay, mute me.
You are.
I'm just going to tab out and play on the bot. Show these noobs what's
You'd have
up.
to actually exit the game.
With my 14-11 record. That's what's up.
You're so good. I don't know how anybody
So
can
good. I have a
measure
winning
up.
record, so I'm probably like one of the best players on the bot.
I've got a winning record.
So you're probably one of the best players on the bot.
Damn
Isn't
right.
that how it works?
I am the best player on the bot.
I mean,
Never
if you
mind that
played
yay
more, you'd probably be rank 1 if you played more.
If I had free time, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited. Game of Thrones is starting soon. This game's going to wrap up at like the perfect time.
It's like 6:10, or what time is it for you? Like 9:10.
Yeah. It's actually pretty much my bedtime, but...
Aw. We're on such different sleep schedules.
Well, yeah, I get up at 5:45 every morning.
I get up at like 11 every day and go to bed at like 2.
Which is 5 a.m. our time. Or my time.
Yeah. You're like getting up.
There we go. So we do have Gray has gone ahead and gotten out, which means that Yellow should be able to wrap this up relatively quickly, I believe.
And the elf probably lose one more fight and then just leave. Hopefully.
If you have any common sense, yeah.
But he does have 2,600 gold and 5 wood, so... So the game is definitely over. Oh, man. These ghouls are doing work in his old main base.
They're going to be the name of the
Ugri,
MVPs.
clean it up. Come on, Ugri.
Still can't wait to find out that Yellow's not Ugri.
It has to be.
It has to be, but it would be hilarious if it wasn't.
Ugri's like, I didn't play the game. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's like, I'm in another game.
Oh, man.
Hey, at least the one we think he is the winner.
I have a legitimate question.
Yeah.
Does the Cripplord's ultimate continue to work while he's cycloned?
I do not know. That's actually a really interesting question. I bet it does,
I
but...
think it does, but...
Yeah, it looks like it does, yep. There we go. We got some animated Druids of the Talon. That's pretty exciting.
That's
I'd
scary.
like to see them pull off the surround on the Demon Hunter right now. Also, I feel like you should be able to use Cyclone with the dead Druid. Do they forsake their way or something? Why are they being punished just because they're dead? And there we go. We're going to see that Demon Hunter.
Yay! Die. Congratulations, Ugrilainen. Too bad for that's bad. What?
Oh, so that's actually pretty decent micro.
Bad. Actually, yeah.
There we go. We got a little bad manner at the end, just like everybody always does.
Like the entertainment. His micro actually was pretty good for being on a touchpad.
Well, that was like Duck played an entire season on a touchpad.
Well, Duck is crazy.
Yeah, he's not the brightest chap out there.
I don't even think I would be like 50% solo player.
I actually think my micro would be pretty much the same with a touchpad.
You just A move.
Yeah, I can just right click, it's fine. Alright, so any parting thoughts on the game before we go ahead and wrap this up?
Ugrilainen, if you were yellow, you played the best. You had good gold management. You tomed a weaker player, which is always a good thing to do. You had decent creeping. It was kind of interesting to see Gray with his ground orc and Farseer first. He played pretty well, all things considered. I mean, he had a rough time getting his expansion up, but overall, I mean, it was okay game. Okay players.
If Pink had been allowed to live and changed out a little differently, I think it would have been a more interesting game.
Yeah.
As you said, it was pretty much just okay players. Ugri, Yellow obviously played the best in this game, and had some things fall in line properly for him, some of which is luck, some of which is you create your own luck. But not bad players for sure, and just a little bit fine-tuning on some of these players. I mean, we can see 4 of the players only had 2 heroes. That's not ideal in free-for-all. You're losing out on quite a few good unit abilities.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it was good to cast with you, Mog. For those of you that may have joined the stream late, this is Mage. I'm streaming with Mog. He is currently participating in the Free-For-All Masters League, and at last check, I believe, was actually in 1st or 2nd place, weren't you?
I have been in 1st all season, yeah. And I'm not in 1st anymore because of the recent results.
Okay. Well, he has an upcoming game at some point, so we all wish him the best of luck, of course. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/FFA Masters. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FFA Masters. And, of course, go to our homepage, ffamasters.net, for all the latest information on the Free-For-All Masters League, Free-For-All Farm League, and pretty much everything else interesting. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. This is Mage.
And this is Mog.
And thank you guys for listening.
Good night.